Okay, so here is another example that says to solve the right triangle. And we want to round the decimal answers to the nearest tenth. Well, if we look at this picture, we're given two sides. We need to find the third. Yes, Pythagorean theorem. And then we need to find both acute angles. So we're going to use some trigonometry there. All right, so once again, we need to find C, which is a side length, and we need the measure of angle B, and we need the measure of angle A. All right, so let's do maybe the easiest thing first, which is the measure of side C. That's a lowercase c there. And that would be 3 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. Of course, you could do it 2 squared plus 3 squared. And you would get 9 plus 4 equals c squared, 13 equals c squared. We square root both sides, and c equals the square root of 13. Great job. And if they needed that as a decimal, then you could quickly go over to your calculator, hit second and the square root, and 13. I don't know if they would ask for that, but just in case, you can always turn that into a decimal by taking the square root of 13. Okay. And then for the measure of angle B, let me erase this because we might need all of our screen. For the measure of angle A and B. All right. We could start with B. It doesn't even matter. Okay. If we're looking at angle B, we know the opposite and we know the adjacent. So what we could do here is use tangent. SOHCA, TOA, opposite over adjacent. But this time we don't know the angle. So we say tangent of angle B equals 2 opposite over 3, opposite over adjacent. And I don't know if you watched that other video, but when we're missing the angle, we say to ourselves, what's happening to that B right now? It's being tangented. And so how do I undo that? Inverse tangent. So when you're looking for an angle, you use the inverse function or the second button on the calculator. And so angle B will be the inverse tangent of 2 divided by 3. Now let's forget that little 1. That says angle B equals the inverse tangent of 2 divided by 3. And so we use the second button. That gives us inverse tangent, 2 divided by 3, close parenthesis, enter. And we get 33.69, which rounds to 33.7. All right, so that's angle B, 33.7 degrees. Okay, let's erase that, and let's try angle A. Looking at angle A, use a different color. What we're given is the opposite and the adjacent. So then we could say tangent. The tangent of angle A equals opposite over adjacent. SOHCA, TOA. Again, what are we looking for? The angle. What's happening? Tangented. So we're going to inverse tangent. So angle A is the inverse tangent of 3 divided by 2. And we go right to the calculator. And we hit second tangent. 3 divided by 2, enter. And you get 56.3. And what you should notice is that 33.7 and 56.3 should add to be 90 because they are complementary angles. So there you go. Our side length and our 2 angles. Great job.